Well, ahead of Mr. Biden's first foreign trip to Europe, the Munich Security Conference has released a report saying the West needs to prepare for a period of systemic competition with authoritarian powers. Presenting the report in Berlin, veteran German diplomat Wolfgang Ischinger said that Western democracies need to pull together in the face of an increasingly assertive China and Russia. In a DW exclusive, our chief international editor, Richard Walker, spoke with Wolfgang Ischinger and asked him what systemic competition with these countries is likely to look like.
China has come out of hiding. China was a reluctant player on the global scene until very recently. Now they have shown their muscles, and we need to deal with that. And this is why, of course, there will have to be, at least from a German point of view, continued cooperation on selling, hopefully, a good number of German automobiles to China. But there will have to be a different element also in terms of competition on what means power, what defines power and influence, and that means war and peace in the 21st century. And that is actually the new element here, where we will have cooperation not only on trade, like automobiles, but also on climate protection, on preventing climate change, on preventing terrorism, on preserving non-proliferation in nuclear issues, on hopefully advancing arms control, etc., etc., but also in pushing back against authoritarian regimes like, the one-party Chinese state, which is based on entirely different ideas than our kinds of Western democracies. So it's going to be a very challenging future environment for policymakers, but also for the public.
Do you think the publics around Europe, for instance, are ready for this? Are they up for this period of competition?
Our leaders need to make sure that the message which the public receives, that the message works and is coordinated with the message that our partners convey to their own publics. That requires, first and foremost, because we know that the United States has a China policy. They know what they want to achieve with China. They've defined it. Do we have in the European Union a coordinated China policy? Does the European Union speak with one voice on China? Can our partner in Washington define what is the EU position on China? Not really so far.
If we reflect on Germany, its economy is highly dependent on China, and its security is utterly dependent on the United States. Mm-hmm. If we think forward through this century, can that position be sustained?
Of course, our preference will probably not be identical to that of the United States. But as I tried to say before, our first job, our first element of homework has to be to figure out a coordinated joint European position with which we can then go to Washington and say, can we talk about this? Where is overlap of interest? Where is identity of interest? Where are difficulties, where we find it very difficult to agree? That's the way to go forward. We need to be, of course, on the transatlantic side of things when it comes to China, but I don't think that we will always find ourselves that we will always define our interests exactly identical to the definition that our American friends arrive in.
Wolfgang Ischinger, many thanks.
Thank you.